Welcome to the After the Show movie podcast, brought to you by your hosts, Ascully and Sidtok. We're addicted to movies. Are you? Good afternoon, good morning, good night, Sidtok.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Is that the before the after show discussion? No.
Aye.
The before the after show discussion was noises irritate me.
Any noise?
It's fantastic. Well, not any noise. No. And I can't explain it to you. All you have to do is live with the fact that it is what it is.
95%
No.
of weird noises.
No, it'd be about 10% of noises.
Oh, that's not much.
It is when that 10% fills up 90% of your brain. So
60% of the time.
it works 100% of the time.
Yeah.
That was really it. You made a cup of tea. We finished the movie.
Yeah, let's get on with this movie review.
Solitaire while we're talking.
Like Peter Dinklage.
Yes.
All right. You won't know what that means until we tell you about this movie. All right. It's Saturday, January the 31st. After the Show is your weekly movie review podcast. And on episode 928, we're looking at the movie Roofman. It's a 2025 release, out now on streaming, rated R. Its runtime is 2 hours and 6 minutes. And it's from our friends at Paramount that sent us a copy for review. Sidtok, can you give us the synopsis of the movie Roofman?
All I can do right now is tell you that I still have Neil Diamond in my head. So if you listen to last week's podcast, it's still ringing in my head. But synopsis: Roofman, a criminal who hid out in Toys R Us while he was on the lam after escaping
On
prison.
the what?
On the lam. After he escaped from prison. It's based on a true story. I think it has true elements. Let's not get sucked in by the true story part. Once again, Hollywood.
All right, is the one off the streaming description.
Was that not what they said on the box?
It says, a charismatic criminal on the run from the police hides in a hidden space of a toy store. There he adopts a new identity and becomes involved with an employee, beginning a relationship as unlikely as it is risky.
It actually says hides in a hidden place.
Yes. I think AI now generates...
Come on. Let's have some...
Hides in a hidden space.
If no one knows why that's ridiculous, I guess your brain is made of AI. Yeah, that's accurate and lots of information there.
Yeah. The relationship's not unlikely, though.
No.
So who knows what this
I know
is. All right. Roofman, based on a true story. Inspired by true events. Okay. What it actually says on the poster is Roofman, based on actual events and terrible decisions.
Okay. I mean, that's more...
That's not what the movie says.
No, the movie starts out saying, this is a true story.
And I would say, like your thing, 90% of it is a true story.
No, I say about 5% of it's true and the rest is all made up.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say
She didn't meet him at work. She didn't turn him in.
Well, we haven't even gone into the plot.
I'm saying, no, I think most of it is fake, except for him living in the toy store.
Right.
But we have to...
No, I definitely wouldn't say it's 5% fiction and 95% fact.
Well, I'll break it down later and show you how wrong you are. So the story is this. This guy has this feeling in him that he needs to give his family more stuff. He's already broken up from his wife and he's got 3 kids and she's got the kids, and he's trying desperately to prove himself by wanting to buy them things. He wants to buy the girl a bike. He wants to give her a bigger house and all that stuff. He seems obsessed with that, right? So he turns to crime and becomes the roof man, which means he breaks in through the roofs of fast food joints and some other places, goes down in. He's the nice guy bandit. He steals money. But we kind of skip over all that, right? We see one of...
It starts on him doing one.
Yeah, the last one. Because he gets caught, goes to prison, and then escapes from prison. Those elements are true. That's it. Then at some point, once he's escaped, he finds a way to hide in a Toys R Us. This is also true. We don't know about all the details. We don't know about turn off the cameras and all that shit. We don't know if any of that's true or made up. Just that he stayed in the Toys R Us when no one was looking.
For months.
There was a woman that he meets in the movie who works at Toys R Us, and there's a big long relationship. It's many months. The girls seem to think of him as a new dad, but the real life lady, when she's talking about him, it's almost like it was the briefest of encounters.
Yeah, they've definitely...
So that's a lot.
Hollywood inserted a relationship to make the movie more charming.
Stick with my 10% of it is based on the truth, and all the rest of it is just to make a more interesting story.
So let's ignore the true story and just say it's all all made up, right?
It's a fun story.
The criminal, real guy, his story without the made up stuff is an interesting story. You could tell that story without reverting to making stuff up.
I feel like they were hiding some ugly truths about it.
Oh, they wanted a love story?
Yeah, and I think that the real guy might have had some darkness that we just don't see. We only see the charm. But he's maniacal. He burns down a business. He punches a guy in the face. He's not a nice guy.
Yeah, he punches a guy in the face and then's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, but you can tell. So I feel like we've really amped up from the guy's side of like, he just was a good guy who wanted to give stuff to his family. But the movie does it in this. I love it because it's got like it's set in the early 2000s. So around 2000 to 2004 in that time frame, right? And it was a time before everyone had a smartphone. Just think of that.
Yeah, there's some flip phones in here.
Flip phones. And the way this person makes these movies, the director, art director, I love the grit of the realism. Like the McDonald's is a real McDonald's. The mall has a Dillard's. He's at a dentist's office, and right next door to it is a Dollar General, right in the little mini mall.
Yeah, it's all realistic in that.
Yeah, it's not glammed up. It's not over gritty. It's not over it's not over.
Oh yeah, there's no like artistic camera work or anything like that. It
doesn't seem like it.
No, I don't think there is. It's just straight up. It's like you're following this guy,
as we like to say.
Yeah, so it is good in that. It's funny in parts.
It is, and sweet.
It's definitely sweet. It's always fascinated me the being in a place when you're not supposed to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Like what was that movie where they were in a toy store overnight? Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about, right? From the 80s.
Night of the Comet. They were in the mall.
There was one where they were in specifically a toy store or a Walmart or something. But it's been done, and I've always been like, wow, that's really cool. Or like it's the end of the world, like zombies, and you can, like the one in the mall, exactly. Yeah. Like you can just do what you want, have what you want. I like that. I like the idea of that. And the idea of him being in the Toys R Us while it's closed and just having the run of the place until the morning.
How about Chopping Mall?
Chopping Mall.
They were trapped in the mall at night.
Yeah. Why did they go to the mall? Oh, I'll tell you why they went to the mall. This is in Chopping Mall. That one of the youngsters' dads owns the bed store in the Chopping Mall.
Okay.
So they all the teenagers sneak into the mall so they can be in bed with each other.
Oh.
It's like you could do that at home, everybody.
I've never seen the beginning, so that
yeah, it's so they can be in the bed in the furniture store having it off.
So funny.
Yeah. That's a real convoluted
movie for you to go watch, kids.
I like the idea of being stuck in the place, and he's stuck in the place and he's on the run, a criminal. So he's eating baby food and M&Ms and getting toy, like trying to occupy his mind, like he says. Tries all kinds of things in there.
And you have to keep in mind, there's a display in the middle of the store that's like a big silo that's hollow, and it's got bikes all around it. So it's like the bike holder thing. So
nobody seems to go back there.
It has no roof, but then eventually he puts a roof on it. He's hiding in there all day, every day. Now, we don't know. It said for several months in the real news story, but we'd have to do a little more research. But he's just in there.
And he puts in the movie, he puts a calendar up for every month. Yeah, and he's been in there 5 or 6 months.
And then all the things that could be movie stuff. It's like he finds some like spy cams or whatever, like little webcams with little monitors, and he puts them around the store so he can watch what's happening outside of his little silo. I mean, it's all very it's a hard thing to decide what's real and what's not, but I like the idea of it.
I like the touch of when he decides to leave the Toys R Us for a day out kind of thing, like to go out, that he's wearing like children's clothes.
Find. I think he found him in the Lost and Found.
Like the largest pair of tracksuit bottoms that a child would probably wear, and some shoes that don't fit him, and he's riding a kid's bike. It's funny. So yeah, it's funny, but it's also... He's a criminal, right?
Absolutely.
He seems like the type of criminal. He's a little bit bumbling, even though he's clever. But he's also
clever, yes.
Yeah, he's very clever. He understands what he has to do to, like, beat the authorities, right? Because his thing is, most people just try and run as far as they can, and then they get caught doing something, going across
once he escapes prison.
Yeah.
But instead, he's just staying.
So he's like the key to it is to just find somewhere and stay there until everybody forgets who you are or forgets about you, and then commence with your plan, right?
It's probably not a bad plan.
Well, yeah, because he says, like, people try and run, they go for the border, they get caught, but the idea is to just, people, he said, what did he say? They move on to the next thing.
Move on, yeah.
And you said that the other day, you're watching court TV, and something big is going on, and then the week after, nobody's talking about that anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's right, and he is clever, but he's also a little bit bumbling, and sometimes you're like, oh my God, what the hell? Why are you doing that? You're going to get caught. Like when he goes to the dentist.
Yeah.
Or what else does he do that's very...
He steals stuff from the store and then goes and sells it at a pawn shop.
That is a paper trail, if ever you saw one. Also, like, just interfacing with other people outside there, which he does. He goes to a church.
I think that we're hearing the story from his point of view as well, from the guy, and you found out that the filmmaker did interview the real criminal guy.
He did, for a long time.
And I felt the vibe the entire time that this guy wants everyone to think he's just a nice guy. And it felt really creepy because, this criminal who has injured people, burned down a business, steals a bunch of shit, and his wife, we don't know the reasons why his marriage broke up. We don't know. He's also a soldier, so he's been overseas. He seems to maybe have some issues with that. We don't know. We didn't really address it.
No.
But the whole time, all I can think of are all the people I've ever known who are complete assholes in real life, who then try to constantly point out to you the good things they've done. And that's what I felt like was happening. This guy wanted to be sure that they knew, the filmmaker, that he took a bunch of toys from Toys R Us and then took them over to the church to donate. Now, he stole the toys.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. And he just wants to be sure we know that.
Yeah.
And that he keeps a picture of his kids, and that he never wanted anyone to get hurt, but we see him actually hurt someone. So I felt the really strong voice of this guy, desperate for everyone to think, I'm a nice guy. I make some bad decisions. Boo-hoo.
What's interesting, though, is in the movie, the arresting lady says, there's little interviews. If you stay when the credits are rolling, there's actual real interviews with the real people.
Mm-hmm.
And she says about, he's not a good guy. He took the toys from Toys R Us, the stolen toys, and gave them to the church.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but there's nothing good about that.
No,
But what I mean is, I know you said it, but this movie makes a point of you knowing that.
Yeah, but also kind of in the nice way, though. You're supposed to think, oh, what a nice guy.
But not.
No.
Because the way that those real people are coming across is they're actual victims of him.
Absolutely.
The
guy who runs the store has to account for all the missing inventory.
The dentist got his dentist burned down.
Correct.
The other dentist, there's two, they're like a neighboring dentist. He also got his place all burnt up a bit.
Correct.
Who else was a victim? The lady who he had a relationship with, who he lied to.
But I think they want you to kind of like...
I don't think it went as deep as the relationship in the movie.
Oh, no, absolutely.
It was more of he met her at church.
Because she, in her interview, said she had to ask her girls if they remember.
Right. So maybe it was just really like just her hooking up with him a few times.
Maybe.
But,
yeah, that's the thing. I felt a very strong, sympathetic vibe for the criminal.
Yeah.
With very little acknowledgement that, you do not want this guy in your life. So
the real guy has not seen the movie. I was just reading on History versus Hollywood. he's seen one clip from the movie, and the clip is where it's the poster where he's got all the Toys R Us stuff on him and he's dancing through the store. And what the criminal said was when he was in the Toys R Us at night on his own, he found that he felt his childhood again. And he's glad that Channing Tatum got to experience it through him.
See?
Which sounds really self-centered, doesn't it?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The ego on this guy. Without even knowing that, it's making a whole picture again. But as a movie, it's fun.
It's a really interesting, it's not a thing you've seen before.
Well, we have had, what was the Man in the Wall?
Inside Man?
Inside Man, stayed in the wall.
Not really the same thing, though.
No, but I'm saying the same concept of a criminal hiding
Spoilers.
Well, he's called Inside Man. Right?
Yeah, true. It's more of a lighthearted thing, even though there is a real crime in the heart of it.
Yeah.
A crime, he went to prison for how long?
It's going to be over 50 years.
It's a good amount of time, right?
45 years, because when he was robbing all the McDonald's, they also then convicted him of kidnapping, because what he would do at gunpoint, force the employees to go in the cooler. And so that is kidnapping. And it's also armed robbery, which you can get life, I think, for that. I'm not sure.
Also, let's not forget that he's also a multiple escape attempt from prison guy. He actually escaped from prison. You'll see it in the movie. And then on 2 other times, he tried to escape from prison again in 2 totally separate.
Since this time frame that we're seeing in the movie. Yeah.
And big spaces of time between them. So, you can't trust it. In fact, one of the arresting officers says, keep your eyes on him. He's a fucking sneaky bastard or a sneaky one.
You can't
use
the MF word.
You can't turn around. You can't trust him. He's going to run. He's going to trick you. I
wonder if the law enforcement people that we did see in the little interviews
and in the movie
are really pissed off because it's making him seem like a really nice guy.
Right.
The movie makes him seem like a really charming, really nice, big-hearted. He wanted the teenage daughter to learn how to drive, and he wanted the little girl to feel, safe because this girlfriend had just got divorced. All that stuff, oh, what a nice guy. And I wonder if law enforcement would watch this movie and be like, ugh.
What I don't know is, how many was it? 40 McDonald's that he robbed.
In real life, I think it's...
How
40.
much money did he actually get from all those?
Yeah.
Because it's not really touched on, is it? Because we come into the story on the final one of those robberies. Sure. And then he goes to prison. It never says, oh, well, he got $5 million over his career of robbing McDonald's.
I mean, hopefully he would have nothing now, but...
Yeah, true. Right? But I mean, I'd be interested to know, how much did he take from these places? Because he wasn't stupid. He knew exactly when they had the most cash in there. He waited and saw Thursday's when they get their money picked up. So Wednesday night's a good.
Here's the thing: if you're stealing, I don't know what a McDonald's would have, 10 grand worth of cash, maybe 15.
Could have quite a lot, right?
But I'm just saying, this is early 2000s, and it's not. I don't know. I mean, but then if you've done 40 of them, if you add that up. How does that really pay for it? He bought a new house. He bought a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, I'd be curious to know the actual toll he took.
Yeah, which, I'm sure it's in court records or documents somewhere, right? You'll probably be able to find it.
Oh, I can find it.
Yeah. All right, let's get on to the cast. Channing Tatum is our hero.
No.
Jeffrey, Manchester. I like that he was called Manchester.
Let's not call him a hero.
That's why I said it in such a...
Yeah, but that's implying that there's some heroicness. There is not, to me.
What do you think of Channing Tatum?
I think he does a good job of doing the nice guy part.
I think he's underrated, Channing Tatum.
He's not pulling out the ugly part of the guy enough. But yeah, he does a good job.
I think he was... I don't think he was supposed to in this assignment. I think what he did was exactly what was on the page, right?
Be the nice guy.
Yeah. And emphasize that a lot.
So misunderstood criminal.
Yeah. I think he's really good, He I liked him in The Hateful Eight as well.
Yeah.
Kirsten Dunst plays Lee Wainscott, the love interest. She is a real life person, but like we say, Lee Wainscott.
True.
But it's not what you see in this movie for sure, because this is like a lovey-dovey love story, isn't it, in the middle of it? I saw some people on IMDb reviews saying it was good until there was a soppy love story in the middle of it.
Yeah, I feel like that is the element that is supposed to endear you. And I feel like that's forced, but, you know, they wanted to make a...
It does have some good moments, though, the love story part.
Sure. And we're talking about her.
Yeah.
Now, she's had to win me over the years because I didn't love Spider-Man. Her and Spider-Man. I didn't love that character. I just remember that being my least favorite thing about that Spider-Man movie. And you said something, and I said, yeah, you mean vampire girl. And you're like, what? And I'm like, well, to me, she's a little girl from Interview with the Vampire.
Right.
Where he turns her into a vampire and she goes, I want some more. That's all I can think of her. And then she did Fargo.
Oh, yeah.
Then she did Civil War. Isn't she the Civil War lady?
Yeah, she was in Civil War.
Yeah, and now this. And so I am now looking forward to more Kirsten Dunst.
She seemed to disappear for a while after Spider-Man. And then now we're seeing her again, which seems to happen, doesn't it, with people in
I don't know if she disappeared. We don't watch a lot of regular TV.
Right.
So she might be on
Well,
TV
Fargo
stuff.
is where she turned back up for me. Lakeith Stanfield plays Steve. It's his friend from the military.
And he just seems like...
He also seems like a sleaze.
He's a criminal.
Yeah. It's like, we were in the military, and now the only thing we can do is be criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a slam, but if that was the reality...
Like, that's the only way we're going to get along in this world, being criminals. And both of them have the same attitude, right?
Yeah. Take what you can.
But he's good. I like Lakeith Stanfield.
He's very good. And so is his girlfriend.
Yes, his girlfriend is played by Juno Temple.
Yes, I love
her. Who
her.
was the main lady in the latest season of Fargo, which was excellent, by the way.
Oh my, so good.
All of those Fargo episodes. And like I said, Kirsten Dunst and Juno Temple are the main ladies in 2 seasons of Fargo, aren't they? So, both great. Peter Dinklage as Mitch, the Toys R Us manager.
He does a good job of being that annoying
You've all had a boss like that. Everybody has.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about your kids or anything else. He doesn't seem overtly... He kind of does fat jokes about the one guy, which is very rude. So that would make... And if that was the real life kind of guy, then yeah, he was a jerk. But he does a good job of making me think this manager is a guy I would not work for. So...
It'd be the kind where you'd work for a few days and then you'd be like, fuck this. He says something to you.
Yeah.
Like, get on with that or something. You'd be like, nope, not working there anymore. Yeah? Here's your little coat. Bye. Directed by Derek Cianfrance. That's probably not right. How do you say that name?
Let me see.
San France? San France.
I don't think it's France, but I don't know.
I think he might be Canadian.
C'est en français?
Anyway, he directed Blue Valentine with Ryan Gosling and The Place Beyond the Pines with Ryan Gosling. And now this one with...
which I'm trying desperately to remember.
It's an excellent It's excellent. Ryan Gosling is on a motorcycle. He drives into the back of a van, kind of James Bond-like, but it's just low down, on the lowdown.
Is he... Does he drive around inside one of those dromes with the motorcycle?
Maybe.
Feel like that he did.
It's like 3 stories, and there's a story with Bradley Cooper, and he's a senator or something. They all kind of cross.
It's kind of coming back to me.
It's good. It's really, really good. And Blue Valentine's like a love story, but kind of very sexual with Ryan Gosling. So, and now Channing Tatum. So he only has handsome leading men. So what do you think about the directing here? Because it's very different, I think, to those other 2 movies.
It is, and I really enjoy looking at this movie. I mean, that is part of the experience.
It was clearly on film, by the way. It was very grainy.
I mean, that could also be calculated from a computer.
It was supposed to look older.
It looked right for the time and the place because... He didn't glam up the early 2000s. He didn't make it look shiny. It just looked like a suburban sprawl. And I love that.
Yeah. And the clothes were just right, I noticed. Yeah, like the clothes that Kirsten Dunst were wearing, I was like, oh yeah, girls all used to dress like that.
She wasn't a girl, but she was a woman. But I get what you're saying. Yeah. And also,
she dressed maybe a little bit too young for her age.
It was only 20 years ago. So we're not talking like, massive.
But it looks exactly... it did look right, and you're right. It looks drab.
Yeah.
I know the world wasn't drab.
Maybe
it was just.
If I paid closer attention, I'd pick up on some sort of like pattern of when he and her are together, him and her, whatever.
Yeah.
That it's more colorful and vibrant, and then when he's not, then it's dull and drab. Maybe there's some of that going on. I don't know. Balloons
play a significant thing. There's a reason when balloons are around, it might not be great. So yeah, I liked how it was directed. It's just straightforward, you know?
Yes.
IMDb reviews, what are those?
Those are reviews you're going to find on the IMDb website. That's at the Internet Movie Database. If you didn't know it existed, it's existed since the beginning of the internet, by the way. And you're going to find the 1-star reviews, and somebody's going to say, it's the worst movie. It's boring. It's the waste of my time. And you love making funny voices for them.
There are only 2 1-star reviews for this.
Okay.
So the first one says, don't waste your time.
Yeah, it's a time. It's a classic.
This movie was terrible. The acting was awful. Cool that it's a true story, but it's a poor adaptation of a true story. It has decent actors, but the movie is definitely not for them.
I don't disagree that it might be a poor representation of the true story.
Right.
But it's Hollywood. You got to give them a little leeway.
Second one says, this movie is so woke, but that's 2025 for you. That's it. That's all it says.
What's woke about it?
I think that review, a bot posts on every single movie.
Oh, okay.
You know, last year, I think somebody was making a point of going around saying everything was woke. So this is not woke.
Very last season.
Depending on what woke means, which seems to mean something different every day.
It's a little random sometimes, yeah.
This, I don't see anything that it could be accused of that of.
I'm trying to think of anything that's like overtly.
No.
And yeah, your definition of woke has to be, you need to tell me what you mean.
Yeah, well, it's different and it depends.
That's a weird one.
All right, so those are the IMDb reviews. Extras, we saw one extra, which was, it was very short, talking about the real life people. There are cameos by real life people in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Including, like, the truck driver. He escapes prison in a truck, underneath a truck. That driver is in this movie.
Yeah.
Who else? The arresting officer lady.
Yep. And the FBI agent guy.
And the actual lady he dated.
Yep.
They're all in the movie. It's somewhere. You'll see.
So what that tells me is, somehow along the way,
yeah,
he has charmed people just enough to not be like, reject the whole
they're all pissed off at him. Yeah. In fact, even in the movie, when Kirsten Dunst comes to visit him in prison at the end, she's like, I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if the lady they interviewed the real lady and she didn't seem mad.
No. It's just like, we had an adventure. We had some fun together. And then I was like, would somebody say that?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
People are blind.
That is Roofman. Let's give this movie a score. I'm going to give Roofman, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
I would say 7 is totally reasonable. That's what I'll go with.
It's fun. It's actually a compelling story as far as it goes. Because you're like, is it really that easy to get through a roof? Because it seems pretty easy. They seem very thin. It
does, yeah.
Don't they seem very thin, those roofs?
Yes.
And he figured that out. So, the roof, if you think about it, a house or a building, the walls are very strong, but the roof is not particularly strong.
And are the walls that strong?
Right.
It's a good question.
I did like when he tried to he'd locked himself in a pawn shop with the alarm going off, and he just dived through the window. It's a really good, because the pawn shop has the best windows ever.
Absolutely.
In fact, the window doesn't even break when he dives out of it. So, yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was really fun and definitely worth a watch. But go and read the real story afterwards, because I think you'll see it's not quite as glamorous as they make out. All right, thank you to Paramount. Next week, we're going to look at the movie The Housemaid. Do you know it?
I don't think so.
It stars Sydney Sweeney.
Okay.
And it's based on a book. That's all I know.
Okay.
Movie recommendations. I am going on the tip of this movie, Foxcatcher, which also starred Channing Tatum and Steve Carell. it's kind of bleak, but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
And Fargo, because of the two ladies in this movie. So I'm not talking about the movie Fargo. I'm talking about the TV show. There's 4 seasons of it, and you should watch all of them because they're really good. Or is there 5 seasons of it?
Is that a question?
There might be 5. We've seen them all.
Mama? Okay. And it's good. Definitively good, not subjectively good. So my recommendations are going back to, I'm still in this mode. So everyone who listened all of last year, I'm still hanging on to this theme of horror movies that I have seen that have come out since the beginning of cinema. And I'm up to 2021. So we're catching up, kids. We're catching up. And I picked a couple of interesting ones. So Tatane came out in 2021, which you absolutely loved.
I did.
We cannot say that we recommend it. I'm going to speak for you on this because...
I recommend it.
No, you can't just say I recommend it because it is a very specific...
It's in that, they call it it's French extreme cinema.
Okay.
It's in that category.
So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it to everyone because the same person who would love this little love story about this criminal is not particularly the person who might love Tatane.
If you like the substance,
another kind of love story
or something like that.
Yes, it's
pretty hardcore. Yeah.
Then we have Last Night in Soho, which is another interesting one.
Edgar Wright.
Yes, and then we have Lamb.
Yeah, A24 Lamb.
Another interesting.
I do like that one.
Oh yeah, Antlers is one of those horror. There's a creature, that's kind of creepy-ish in the background. There's a whole theme of that going on in the early 20s, in the 2020s. And
what I seem to remember of Antlers is they go down a mine or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we have The Black Phone, which was surprisingly creepy AF.
Aye.
With Kevin Bacon, wasn't it?
No.
Not Kevin Bacon?
It was the other...
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, yeah that's right.
I can...
All right.
Sorry, Kevin, or sorry, Ethan, whichever. Maybe you're best friends. I don't know.
Maybe. They're from the same era. All right. Ascully stuff. I played a game called Cairn. Is it Cairn or Cairn? Cairn?
I don't know.
You know what it even means?
I don't. It sounds like a city in France. I don't know.
Well, the game is a mountain climbing simulation.
Oh, okay. So it's like a mountain? Is there a mountain called
a cairn? Must be like something to do with rock, or I would imagine.
Okay.
So this is a story-based mountain climbing game. So you're this lady. She's a very famous mountain climber, and she's getting older, and mountain climbing is becoming harder and harder for her. It's established at the beginning. And she's decided, I'm going to go and conquer that mountain that I could never, it's always scared me. So you, as her, you start your journey, and you've got your little climbing, you've got your, what I learned was, those things that you stab into the rocks and tie your rope around. Do you know what those are called?
No.
Pitons.
Oh, pitons, okay.
So you have your standard climbing stuff, and you're in control of all 4 of her limbs independently. So you can, on your controller, you can move right arm, left leg, left leg, and you have to, slowly climb up the mountain. You've got a stamina gauge, and you can rest every now and then when you get on a proper, like a ledge. And the whole aim of the game is for you to climb to the top of this mountain. It starts really simple with this small part where you go up to the base camp, which serves as a tutorial. And then after that, the story unfolds. And the story, when I say story, it's kind of light because you're mostly climbing. But occasionally, when she stops to sleep, she talks to herself. And she says how she's kind of shut people out of her life because they didn't want her to come and climb this dangerous mountain because they thought she would die or whatever. And and somebody's called her at the beginning of the game, and she just sent it to voicemail, and she's not listened to that. And,
so Into the Woods.
Right.
That guy.
And she's just going
into the wild?
Yes, like that guy. Just gone off, and, everybody who cares about her are worried about her. But she's going to conquer this mountain no matter what. You do the first climb, and then it cuts to black, and then she's in a tent, and she pops her head out of the tent. And the tent, I didn't even know this was a real thing, but it is. I went and looked about mountain climbing. They pitched their tent on the side of the rock, like there's no, on a vertical face. The tent attaches by a rope and then just hangs on the face, and they get inside and go asleep.
Yes, I've seen that.
It's insane.
It is.
So don't step out of that tent for a pee in the middle of the night, because you're done for, aren't you?
And here I'll tell you, Cairn, Cairn, is pronounced Cairn, according to the Google dictionary. And it is a mount of rough stones built as a memorial or a landmark, typically on a hilltop or a skyline. So it's a human. Oh,
like those little piles of rocks that people pile. Yeah, I've seen those.
It's a human-made pile of rocks.
Yeah, and there are some of those, to be fair. As you're going up the mountain, there's evidence of other people who've come up this mountain and maybe didn't make it.
Oh, okay.
So, and there are little memorials, and so you're going, and it's very cool, like, because it's not like your average video game where there's action or going on. You're climbing very slowly, and you're very meticulously making sure you put the pitons in, and make sure you have a little rest before you move on. And you can zoom the camera out so you can see kind of which way you want to go up the mountain. Some parts are really smooth. Some parts have got a lot of craggy parts. You've got to kind of make a decision how you get up there. I'm not even like a quarter of the way up, and it's very fun. So if you like rock climbing and you like video games that contain rock climbing, Cairn, is that how you say it? Cairn?
Cairn. Kern is how it's
Cairn is your game. It's on Steam, and it costs $29.99. Sid Talk, what's for dinner?
Well, you tell me, because you're making it.
Oh, it's a zucchini melt with potato wedges.
He says, like a chef.
Yes.
Because we have a meal box, and so that's what we're making. That's what you're making, not me. I'm not involved.
I'll be making it,
And you're asking me what my
what's your advice, Sid Talk, and then we'll get out of it.
It's not advice. My advice is not advice. This is an observation. So just...
What's your observation, Sid Talk?
I'm handing you this gem of an observation that I'm sure you've never thought of, right? But I am, this is separate from the observation. So knowing myself, I have a brain that is quite cynical and skeptical, right?
Really?
I'm not super empathetic. I don't have a lot of like brokenheartedness for the world or for people, unless it's very specific. I'm not heartless, right? However, when I observe the world, I kind of think I'm seeing it through a more hard edge, right? And when I look around, I watch, streaming TV, and there's lots of ads, and I listen to my friends, I observe my friends and all the people in my life, what we purchase, what we do, how we act. And here's a observation, that your fear and your anger, your self-loathing, your self-doubt, guilt, any wants that you have, any needs that you have, any hurt or trauma that you have, right, in your life as a human, that is all a commodity that someone is buying and selling. And then they're selling you back shit, convincing you they can mitigate any of those things for you. Erase them, make them better, take it away, give you the other thing, make it so you're not hurting, make it so you're not wanting, make it so you don't hate yourself. But then it's just enough so that you still doubt yourself, and you're still angry about something, and you're still not quite right in the mirror. And so they want to sell you just one more thing. It's not just things, by the way. It's also ideas, beliefs, ideologies, philosophies, all of that lumped in together, politics, cultural things, and your social whatever, that everything that kind of tears you down, someone in this world has figured out how to turn it into a product. Either the idea is the product that loops you into a cult type situation of a company or a ideology, whatever it is, to then what? Give them money. So you are the vessel for their currency, right? As long as they can keep you on the hook for all these things, then you are seen as a walking pile of dollar bills or pound signs or wherever you are in the world that they can extract from you. As long as they can use one of these things that they've also observed in the world. And that is it.
Well said.
It says nothing. I don't know that there's anything you can do about it except be aware.
Well, thank you. Well done.
Absolutely.
Okay, you can catch us both on X, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, TikTok, but probably not Sid Talk, only me. You can catch the podcast itself on ascully.com, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, YouTube, anywhere that podcasts are available. Email feedback to me, ascully@ascully.com. Congratulations to the winners of the Song Sung Blue last week.
Very good.
We had many entries.
Very good.
And Sid Talk, stay classy. The Roofman.
And I'm going to say, think for yourself, because if you're not doing it, someone's doing it for you.